Hi everyone, my name is Ashna and I'm your mindset coach, and in this video I'm super excited to share with you strategy that will help you to become the best entrepreneur in the town. So if you're someone who is interested in becoming an entrepreneurship and wants to pursue entrepreneurship as a full-time career, then this video is for you. Okay, so when you have studied, or if you have studied the life cycle of an entrepreneur, you might have seen that many times they have went through massive downfalls in their life. But you know what? The right mindset have helped them to bounce back at a very high speed. So like if you're someone who wants to develop that kind of mindset where you are like unstoppable and nothing can stop you, then this video is for you. Okay, so entrepreneurship is all about risk taking. So sometimes there are people who wants to become an entrepreneur, but inside their mind they know it that it's a little bit riskier, and right now I feel like I'm not ready for it, or I can't take this level of risk. Okay, so they might be right. Sometimes you need to develop a risk taking ability in order to become a successful entrepreneur. Not with every project, but with most projects, you will require a risk taking ability. So, this mindset will help you to stay strong when there is some downfall in your entrepreneur career and to bounce back. So, you might say that there are individuals who are not at all risk takers, but they are still an entrepreneur. So I'm like, yes, that's true. There are entrepreneurs who are not that amount of high risk taker, and they are still straight, but they might have some business partner who might be a more risk taker than they are, or they might have some different business which require less amount of risk. So it depends on business to business. But if you're thinking about a little bit riskier business or very ambitious projects, then this video is for you. Okay, so it's not necessary that you need to be like super crazy to become an entrepreneur. You can have that entrepreneur skills, a good work ethic, and good mindset to become an entrepreneur. But when challenges come your way, having that crazy mindset will help you to bounce back at a speed. So that's the purpose of this video. Okay, so first of all, quickly grab a notebook and pen for you, or quickly grab your laptop or somewhere where you can put some notes and start writing the notes. So step one is to see, like let's say you're working, let's say you're making $50,000 as an income and your expenses are $30,000. Okay, and you're saving $20,000. So the first step, you don't have to show me, you don't have to show it to your friends, you don't have to show it to your spouse, partner, your parents, no one. So it's just between you and yourself. So see, where are you putting that 20,000 savings? So first step, check where your savings is parked. Okay, so this step means like you might be keeping that money, that extra income that is saved after paying all your expenses, paying all your tax. That money you can be parking it into a savings account, into a checking account, into a GIC, into a mutual funds, into stocks, into cryptos, whatever. So like this one determines your current risk taking capacity or current risk taking state. Okay, so check where you're and quickly write it down next to it. Where are you parking your funds? Okay, or if you have some investments, I'll suggest you to also write it down. The second one is we're gonna see what's your risk taking ability as of today. So it's not necessary. So on the scale of 1 to 10, you might be a 3 in terms of risk taking. And if you want to increase your risk taking ability to a higher level in order to get a higher returns, because high risk, high return game. And entrepreneurship is all about high risk, high returns. So we need to push you in a higher number direction, maybe like 8, 9, 10, in order to make you capable to handle the high risk, high return game. Okay? So check where your savings are parked or see where your money is invested. Second thing, how to determine your risk capacity as of today. So this one will be determining how much risk you can take as of today, or how much risk are you taking as of today. Okay. So let's say on the scale of 1 to 10, let's see. So just rate yourself based on 1 to 10. How much do you think that you are taking risk? It can be 3, it can be 4, it can be 8, it can be 10. And if you're someone who takes a massive risk, it can be 11 too. So like nothing to worry, and know that it's okay if you're at a lower end. Being there, it's okay, but staying there is not at all okay. So it's okay. Be very transparent with yourself in order to be the better version of you. Because if you're just bluffing yourself in your mind that I am at 8, but actually if you're at 4 or 5, then there's no growth gonna come your way. So be very clear, be very transparent. Even if it pains you, it's okay. Then you can use that pain to grow much ahead in life. Okay. So that's it. Check in or savings. Let's say 1 GSC. So make sure you note down all these topics so that you'll get a better idea about where you stand in terms of risk horizon. Okay, so make sure you're writing this down simultaneously. Okay. So to be fully honest with you, since I've worked in finance industry, I've noticed that where most people park their funds determines a lot about how much risk taking capacity they have right now. So let's say you're someone who puts the most of your money into savings account, then I'll suggest you to put one. If checking a savings account if it's in your account, okay. But to be really honest, it also depends about your situation as well. So like if you're someone who's very new to your career and trying to save some emergency funds and your money is parked into your checking and savings account, it doesn't makes you very risk averse individual. So like in general, let's say if I give you $20,000, where would you invest? Be realistic. Don't tell me I'll put everything in cryptos. Be very realistic, assuming that's your own money, and how would you invest it, okay? And on the base of the assumption that your house, you do have a house, everything is pretty like stable condition. We are not assuming in like some wrong state of mind, just stable condition, okay? If you're someone who invests into GIC, FT, bonds, whatever it is called in your country, then give yourself 2. Mutual fund, low risk. Or if you're someone who invests in gold, 3. Mutual fund, medium risk, 4. Mutual fund, high risk, 5. Stocks, some blue chip stocks, 6. Cryptos, if you're someone who's into bitcoins or ethereum. So over here the cryptos is like more stable cryptos. I'm not talking about cryptos that goes like crazy up and high. I'm not talking about that. If you're someone who invests in penny stocks or cryptos which has a lot of volatility, or NFTs, I can have NFTs over here, or cryptos that have a lot of volatility, then 8. NFTs or any angel investments or any investment in a complete new startup, 9. And if you're someone who is a leverage investor, which means you borrow some funds from other people and invest that money, then I'll say 10, okay? So rank yourself from 1 to 10, okay, based on your investments, or based on assuming that I'm giving you $20,000, that's your own hard earned money, and where would you invest? Be very realistic. Okay, are you ready? Okay, so let's assume on the scale of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's assume you are someone who invests in a mutual fund that's a medium risk, okay? You are somewhere over here, okay? And you want to pursue entrepreneurship and you want to engage in a business which is high risk, high reward model. Or you also want to have a career that is very high risk, high reward. But right now, your risk taking capacity shows that you are, out of 1 to 10, you are number 4 in terms of taking risk. Okay? So you're somewhere over here. Okay. And in order to have like a high risk, high reward entrepreneurship mindset, minimum 8 or anything above that is required. That's the recommendation. It can be, you can be at 7 too, not a big thing, but 8 plus is always good. 8 plus, okay? Right, but right now you're here. Okay. So from 4, you have to realize that right now, though I'm at 4, how can I go from 4 to 8? So you're at 4 and you have to go to 8. One thing which most people or most failed entrepreneurs make this mistake, they try to take this big jump from 4 to 8. That's like, it's equivalent to failure. What I will suggest, go from 4 to either 5 or from 4 to 6 first. Okay. And then take baby steps towards 8 or more, or at least 8, then take baby steps towards 9, 10. So keep on taking baby steps. Like let's say you're like climbing the stairs, and you're stretching your leg from fourth stair to eighth stair. What are the chances that you'll fall, or what are the chances that you'll reach there? It's not gonna happen. But let's say you're climbing from fourth stair to fifth stair to sixth stair to seventh stair to eighth stair. You're making it through, right? So like, take baby steps. Take step 1, step 2, step 3. Okay? And you'll say like, okay, I do understand this analogy, but how? That's a good question. So right now, your investment is in medium risk funds, okay? So the next one, fifth, is high risk funds. Okay? What I'll suggest you, start, let's say you have 20,000 into your medium risk mutual funds. Okay. I think I'm giving finance lesson along with entrepreneurship lesson. Interesting. So you're getting double thing out of it, huh? So like, you're at $20,000 and you're investing into medium risk mutual funds. And then what you have to do is just take like 30% of it. Just take 30% of this money, okay? And then invest it into high risk mutual funds. Okay? So you're investing this into a high risk mutual funds. Keep this investment at least for 1 year, at least 1 year. And if you're lucky enough to have an economic crash in that 1 year, you'll get a better idea whether you are able to survive that high risk pressure. So let's say if I invested in end of November 2019, and when the COVID came, like, whoa, the market went down, and if I was able to stick with that investments without selling those investments out of panic mindset or out of that panic state of mind, then I know, yes, I do have that risk taking capabilities. Okay, so if you're making any decision in that panic state of mind, then definitely it's something you need to work on, and don't put the entire $20,000 of your money. Just put some amount, whatever you are comfortable. If you're comfortable with 25%, then 25%, but ideally it's recommended between 25% to 50%, whatever you are comfortable with. I'm not saying 5 or 10% because it won't impact you if it's just 5% of, let's say it's just 5%, so that's $1,000 out of $20,000, so you won't get a better taste of it. So like, make it at least 25% to 50% in order to see like whether you will be able to take that minor shock. So like, rather than jumping from medium risk to directly cryptos or penny stocks, that's number 8, start with something small. See how you are able to digest that risk, or whether or not you're able to digest that risk, and see how you're doing in the bad season, which means see how you're doing when the market is crashing or the economy is crashing. Are you still in that mode of mindset where you're still holding that funds, or are you still in the mindset where if things goes wrong, I'll be able to handle it? Then definitely you have reached this level. So from high risk level, start investing into stocks, or you can even from medium risk, you can start investing into stocks, but make sure you're taking 1 or 2 steps, not taking more steps. Okay, and make sure you're seeing seasons with it. So like, you're seeing good season where your money is going up, and bad season when your money is losing the value. So like, you invested 10,000, if that 10,000 turned out to be 8,000, you have to check on yourself, am I okay to take this pressure with the faith that it's gonna go up in a long run? So first, develop that faith, have that faith in whatever investments you're doing, and then see whether you have that capacity to take that. Okay, 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 to 8. Okay, so slowly develop a risk horizon which is 8 or plus. Okay, and that risk horizon will help you to take every challenges in your life with that mindset. So it didn't like, no entrepreneur waked up one day and they realized that, hey, like I have a risk horizon of 8. And to be really honest, if you see the investments what entrepreneur invest in, you'll be shocked. It will be like somewhere 9, 10, 11, crazy. So see how most like over ambitious, not over ambitious, to say that most high risk takers always have their investments either in 9 or 10. So yeah, like see, study some investments, study your own risk taking capabilities and try to increase it day by day. Okay, so I hope you like this strategy, and I would also like to give you an example of swimming. So let's say you are someone who learns swimming. So if your trainer puts you like, so there are 3 zones as per my understanding. So first zone is like where your legs reaches to the ground. The second zone is something that's more depth, and the third one is the one that has highest depth. Okay, let's assume if your trainer throws you directly in the third zone, you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. But no trainer does that, right? They first put you in the zone 1. Okay, they get you comfortable with water, with the style, with the techniques. Then they slowly put you in zone 2, where your legs don't reach the ground. Okay, so like you learn those skills, you learn to be develop that confidence, and then you go in zone 3, right? So like where you're like, okay, whatever the water is down, I can handle it. And then you try to like have big jumps and some crazy stunts happening, right? So these are like the crazy stunts, 9 and 10. And this one is like low level swimming pool, medium level, and somewhere high level. So adopt that mindset, adopt the mindset of growing slow but consistent, rather than just taking a leap of faith from 4 to 8. Not leap of faith, like a crazy move from 4 to 8, because that's gonna hurt you. So take baby steps, walk your way ahead, and you'll definitely reach your goal. So that mindset will help you to become a good entrepreneur, especially in a high risk, high reward industry. Or yeah, so if you are someone who's chasing high risk, high reward industry, then this one is a good mindset to have. I hope you like this video, and just wanted to let you know I am also a mindset coach. So I train people one-on-one and work on their mindset blockages. So I've put the description in the description box below. So if you're interested, do reach out to me. And in this video, we have went through strategy that will help you to become a really good risk taker, and which will help you to bounce back in life at a very high speed and make you a good high risk, high reward entrepreneur. In next video, I'm going to speak about how to how to be more flexible and at the same time bring work on the table. So like we'll be talking a lot about flexibility and bringing work on the table. So stay tuned for the next video, and thank you for watching.